Greetings. We all experience some kind of fear in our life at times. By identifying and accepting what holds us back, we're better able to make the changes necessary to overcome it. We at the Kona Blue channel know your time is valuable, so let's jump straight into it. Which of the following 7 fear archetypes are you? Rule followers. Rule followers compulsively devote themselves to following the parameters, guidelines and expectations constructed by other people or external energies. The root cause of this stems from the strong need to be perceived as always making the right choices. This comes at the expense of limiting personal success, as they become imprisoned by an often inflexible rule system. Reducing this comes with learning to intuitively rely on your own internal core values, instead of relying excessively on that of external ones. It is important to practice some self-compassion and accept that it is okay to make mistakes. Self-doubters. Self-doubters hold themselves back from pursuing their goals and desires, often questioning their confidence with it. This originates from a deep insecurity where they convince themselves that they are not good enough, all the while, without trying, or giving fair effort toward their goals. This ends up using a lot of emotional energy in maintaining a charade to falsely reassure others that they are indeed capable. They also commonly project this insecurity, ironically, through harsh judgment of others. Practicing proactivity and stepping outside of existing comfort zones in little increments, every once in a while, provides a medium for personal growth and developing that confidence. People pleasers. People pleasers wrestle with the perception of being judged or disappointing others, and will go out of their way to make sure that they remain in other people's favor. Often, they have great difficulty with, or even an inability, to say no to things and requests. This frequently results in them doing things contrary to their interests and desires, beyond healthy compromise. It even facilitates others overstepping their boundaries. Conquering this comes with acknowledgement of self-worth, practicing self-care and self-prioritization, especially when it comes to setting and maintaining personal boundaries. Procrastinators. Procrastinators delay important and necessary tasks, or sometimes hold themselves back from even getting started in the first place. This may be due to several reasons which range from feeling negatively overwhelmed by the scope, overthinking things without taking action, or not knowing where to start at all, and so they seek to avoid the stress of dealing with it in the short term. In the long term, however, the effect of this behavior is strongly associated with higher levels of overall anxiety, as well as poor impulse control. Procrastination can be overcome by breaking tasks into smaller manageable steps, making them more enjoyable, or just pushing through to make that first step to get things going. Excuse makers. Excuse makers generally find reasons external to them to not pursue or sustain effort toward their goals. They have difficulty taking accountability for life choices or goals, and are afraid of being blamed for the possibility of any potential failure, thus shifting the blame elsewhere. This reinforces a very passive path on life, where external forces and other people make decisions or rule sets for them. Taking ownership of small daily goals and achieving them are an excellent way to behave your way out of excuse making. Pessimists. Pessimists see the negative in every situation and usually project themselves as the victims of such. This is because they struggle immensely with a fear of adversity and hardship. They often view these situations as stop signs and usually shut down emotionally and even sometimes, physically, as soon as they start to experience it. Pausing during tough moments to reassess the situation and identify the next best possible moves can help the pessimist navigate them easier and perhaps reframe them into learning situations. Outcasts. Outcasts unknowingly or sometimes intentionally exile themselves away from others with a detached and often cynical view of people. This is frequently founded in a deep-rooted concern that they or their ideas can be rejected. As such, this regresses into a tit-for-tat approach where they tend to reject others before they themselves can be theoretically rejected. Shifting this paradigm starts with consciously looking for evidence that others can be trusted, then slowly develop that trust. Now that we've gone through an overview of these 7 fear archetypes, you may realize that you may experience multiple. Often, we may have a dominant archetype, with lesser combinations of others. Think about it, and let us know in the comments which types you experience. Best wishes on your self-improvement, and see you again.